Hi beautiful souls. Welcome back to this space where we explore the magic of alignment, the universe, and the hidden whispers of love that surround us every single day. Today, we're diving into something truly fascinating and deeply personal, the signs we receive from the universe and from our loved ones beyond the veil. This conversation is going to take us through what signs are, how to notice them, how our loved ones communicate through them, and most importantly, how being aligned with your true self makes these signs clearer, more frequent, and more meaningful. By the end of this journey, you'll not only understand signs on a deeper level, but you'll also feel more open to receiving them in your own life. What are signs? A sign is a message, a nudge, a whisper, a synchronicity that comes to you from the universe, your higher self, or loved ones who have crossed over. Signs are bridges between worlds. They're gentle reminders that you are supported, loved, and guided. Sometimes they are subtle, like a song lyric at the perfect time, and sometimes they are powerful, like a vivid dream or a series of undeniable synchronicities. But here's the thing: signs are always around us. The question is, are we present enough to notice them? Signs can appear as repeating numbers on a clock, an animal crossing your path in an unusual way, or an overheard phrase that answers the exact question you were asking in your heart. Some people dismiss these as coincidences, but Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, coined the term synchronicity to describe meaningful coincidences that carry significance for the observer. Jung believed synchronicities are evidence of a deeper connection between the inner world of the psyche and the outer world of reality. In other words, signs are not random. They're woven into the fabric of existence, and they show up at the perfect moment to affirm that you're on the right path, to reassure you, or to guide you toward alignment. The power of presence. To see signs, you have to be here, fully in the now. When we are lost in yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's worries, we walk through life with our heads down, missing the miracles happening around us. Presence opens your eyes to patterns, to synchronicities, to that butterfly that lands right when you're thinking of someone you love. When you are present, you notice the gentle alignment between your inner world and the outer world. You see how thoughts become mirrored in events. You feel how your emotions connect to the experiences showing up in your reality. The universe doesn't scream. It whispers. And to hear a whisper, you must quiet your mind and open your heart. Eckhart Tolle, author of The Power of Now, teaches that presence is the gateway to awareness of higher truths. When you are rooted in the present moment, you no longer seek signs out of desperation, you allow them to flow naturally. The more still and aware you are, the more you'll realize signs are not rare, they're constant. Most people simply overlook them because they are distracted. A simple practice: the next time you take a walk, intentionally be present. Notice the trees, the sounds, the small movements of life around you. Set the intention to be open to a sign, and see what happens. Often, something small yet meaningful will reveal itself: a bird landing near you, a stranger saying the exact words you needed to hear, or even a thought that feels divinely timed. Loved ones and the language of signs. One of the most beautiful ways signs come to us is through loved ones who have passed on. Our loved ones never leave us. They are still energy, and energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. Their love is eternal, and they find ways to reach us. But here's something many people don't know: for a loved one to send you a sign, they often have to lower their vibration. The spiritual realm vibrates at an incredibly high frequency, one of pure love and light. To connect with us in this physical dimension, which is denser, they essentially slow themselves down so their love can become perceivable to us in forms we can understand. A flickering light, a song on the radio, a feather on your path, or even the sudden scent of their perfume. It's an act of love. They are bridging the gap for you. And the more present and open you are, the easier it is for you to recognize their effort. Mediums and energy healers often describe this process as tuning between frequencies. Imagine trying to pick up a radio station. If you're not tuned properly, you'll hear static. But once you hit the right frequency, the music is crystal clear. Our loved ones are like that station, always broadcasting love, but it's up to us to quiet the static in our minds so we can tune in. Common signs from loved ones. You might be wondering, how do loved ones actually send signs? Here are some of the most common ways. Feathers. A white feather appearing in an unusual place is often a symbol of protection and presence. Butterflies or birds. These creatures are messengers. They often appear in moments when you need comfort or reassurance. Dreams. Loved ones may visit you in dreams because the subconscious is more receptive and open. Songs. Music carries vibration. A certain song may play at the exact moment you're thinking of them. Numbers. Repeated numbers, like 111, 222, or your loved one's birthday, can be signs of connection. Smells. The sudden scent of their favorite flower, food, or perfume is a powerful sign. Technology glitches. Lights flickering, phones ringing with no one on the line, or unexpected tech anomalies can also be their way of saying hello. What matters is not the form of the sign, but the feeling it gives you. If something strikes you with an unexplainable sense of knowing or warmth, trust that. That is your sign. Asking for signs. One of the most empowering things about signs is that you don't have to wait passively for them. You can ask for them. The universe responds to clarity, and your loved ones are eager to connect. You can simply say, "If you are with me, please send me a sign I will recognize," or get specific. "Show me a butterfly tomorrow if you are guiding me." What happens next is a dance between your openness and the universe's creativity. Sometimes the sign will appear exactly as you asked, and sometimes it will come in a way you didn't expect, reminding you to stay open to infinite possibilities. The key is not to doubt or dismiss. The ego wants proof. The soul knows. When you ask for a sign, release control over how it comes. Trust that it will show up in the perfect way. There's also something magical about patience. If you don't see the sign right away, it doesn't mean you were ignored. It may simply mean the universe is arranging the right time and place for it to appear. Your job is to stay receptive. Alignment and the clarity of signs. Here's where alignment comes in. Alignment with your true self means living in harmony with your inner being, your values, your heart. When you are aligned, your energy is clear, and you vibrate at a frequency closer to love and truth. In this state, signs become easier to notice, easier to interpret, and more frequent. When you are misaligned, stressed, fearful, disconnected, your vision narrows. You might miss the signs altogether or doubt them when they appear. Alignment doesn't create signs. They are always there, but alignment tunes your awareness like a radio dial, allowing you to pick up the signal. Think of it this way: your loved ones and the universe are always broadcasting on a frequency of love. Alignment is simply you adjusting your dial so you can hear it clearly. How to move into alignment to see more signs. Meditation and AMP. Stillness. Quiet your mind daily. Even 5 minutes can help you reconnect to the present moment. Gratitude. Appreciation lifts your vibration and opens your heart, making it easier to notice synchronicities. Follow your joy. When you do things that bring joy, you naturally align with your true self. Release doubt. Trust your inner knowing. The more you trust, the more signs flow in. Ask and AMP. Receive. Be willing to ask for signs and open to receiving them in unexpected ways. Spend time in nature. Nature has no resistance, it's pure alignment. Signs often appear more clearly when you're outdoors. Real-world stories. Let me share a few real-world examples that bring this to life. One woman told me she asked her father, who had passed, to send her a sign if he was with her. That afternoon, she walked outside and found his exact favorite brand of cigar wrapper on the sidewalk, a brand she hadn't seen in years. She knew instantly he was saying, "I'm here." Another story. A man grieving his wife kept seeing her favorite number, 444, everywhere, on license plates, clocks, receipts. Eventually, he realized this was her way of reminding him of her love. It gave him peace. And then there are synchronicities. Maybe you're thinking of someone you lost, and right then their favorite song comes on the radio. That's not random. That's alignment. That's love finding a way to reach you. There are also stories of people asking for very specific signs. One woman grieving her mother asked, "Mom, if you're with me, show me a red cardinal." The next morning, a cardinal landed on her windowsill, chirping loudly until she came to the window. That cardinal stayed for several minutes, long enough for her to know without a doubt that her mother had heard her. The science behind signs and synchronicity. While much of this is spiritual, science is beginning to bridge the gap. Quantum physics teaches us that everything is energy and everything is interconnected. At a quantum level, time and space are not as rigid as they appear. This suggests that consciousness and the universe are more deeply connected than we once thought. Dr. Dean Radin of the Institute of Noetic Sciences has studied phenomena like synchronicity and intention, finding that human consciousness can influence random number generators, suggesting that reality is more malleable than we believe. Similarly, studies on meditation and intention have shown measurable effects on physical systems, hinting at how our awareness may align with universal forces. So when you see repeating numbers, when the right song plays at the right moment, or when a feather appears after you asked for one, it may not be random at all. So, beautiful souls, let's bring it all together. Today we explored what signs are, how being present allows us to notice them, the ways our loved ones send messages from beyond, why they lower their vibration to reach us, and how asking for signs, combined with alignment with your true self, makes understanding them easier and more powerful. Life is a conversation between you, the universe, and those who love you. Signs are everywhere, and when you're open, aligned, and aware, you'll see them more clearly than ever. If this video resonated with you, share your own experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you want to continue exploring alignment, signs, and the magic of the universe, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Stay present, stay aligned, and trust the whispers of the universe.